Chapter 887. Short Break. Half a month later, in Fang Yuan's dead immortal aperture, two wills were in a fierce struggle. One will was like specks of starlight, flickering brightly. The other will was illusory, suddenly going in and retreating just as suddenly. They were a star will and a fake will. These two wills had already fought for 7 minutes. The star will was slowly unable to keep up with the fake will and was showing signs of losing. However, with a shift of Fang Yuan's mind, a new portion of will descended from the sky and joined the battle like reinforcements, immediately changing the battle situation. In the end, the fake will was defeated miserably with only a few fragments of it remaining. Fang Yuan, you will die. A terrible death. The fake will could not condense into any form and used all its strength to curse in a stammering voice. A curse from such a weak being was simply of no importance. The star will won. It condensed into Fang Yuan's image and sneered while glancing at Mo Yao's fake will before it flew to the sky and left the dead immortal aperture. I have already made large progress in battles of wills. Now, in a 1 versus 1, although I cannot defeat Mo Yao and am defeated every time, Mo Yao's will also doesn't have an easy time, and recently all her victories are achieved with difficulty. While Fang Yuan was evaluating himself inwardly, the star will entered his mind, and the information received this time appeared in his mind. Fang Yuan originally had no expectations, but the information this time gave him a slight surprise. Spring Dream Fruit Tree? Fang Yuan's mind jolted. During her travels in the outside world, Mo Yao had once unexpectedly found a spring dream fruit tree near a nameless hamlet. At that time, the conceptualization of dream path was very minimal, and there were no external manifestation of dream realms. Even Heavenly Court's exploration of dream realms was extremely shallow. Mo Yao only felt the tree was somewhat strange. She did not recognize it, so she engraved it in her mind. She left this spring dream fruit tree in its place and did not move it. Spring Dream Fruit Tree was not a desolate plant and looked ordinary. Normal Gu immortals would not be able to find anything wrong. It was only because Mo Yao's investigative killer move was rather unique that she discovered some strange points about the Spring Dream Fruit Tree. But she was only slightly curious. It was not an immortal material after all. Later, because of other matters, she did not visit that hamlet again. That Spring Dream Fruit Tree all along had been left there. Time brings great changes. So many years had gone by. Who knew what had happened to that tree? Perhaps it was already cut down by mortals. Maybe it was destroyed by fire, or maybe it was still there. The possibilities were too many. It was anyone's guess. This old hag Mo Yao is still hard to deal with. She suppressed this memory in the deepest layers until she could no longer hide it, and I found it. But according to this state, almost all the things she knew have been squeezed out by me. Fang Yuan suppressed the thought to go and take the spring dream fruit tree. In fact, he had also obtained another valuable clue earlier. It was in regards to hibiscus stalactites. This was a genuine immortal material. However, when he had secretly gone to that place, he discovered the main area was already secretly occupied by Spirit Affinity House. Fang Yuan thought for a while before deciding not to go. Therefore, Fang Yuan did not hold much hope in regards to the Spring Dream Fruit Tree. Moreover, to retrieve the Spring Dream Fruits, he had to use special dream path methods and also make other preparations. If there truly are Spring Dream Fruits, they will be of huge help to me in refining Dream Path Mortal Goo. After all, the materials used in refining Dream Path Goo worms are truly scarce. Ever since he got the immortal killer move Unravel Dream, no matter how busy he was, Fang Yuan would spend some time almost every day to refine Dream Path Mortal Goo. If he had Spring Dream Fruits, it would be of great help in refining these Dream Path Mortal Goo. Even with a conservative estimation, the efficiency of refining the goo would multiply by at least times. The extremely weak Mo Yao's will was left in the dead immortal aperture to slowly recover. Fang Yuan opened his eyes and left his bed, moving to Dong Hun Palace's prison. Oh Nain Al Gu Yue Feng Zheng was held captive here. He was lying on a stone bed, his eyes vacantly gazing at the ceiling without moving. Immortal Crane Sect had abandoned him, and this to him was an extremely heavy impact. After the initial hysterical shouting and wailing, Fang Zheng had turned into this state. Fang Yuan began to speak. Even if his voice was filled with ridicule, or belittling and cursing immortal crane sect, as well as Lord Sky Crane, Fang Zheng did not respond. Fang Yuan did not mind and continued to speak for a while before leaving. Re-educating his little brother required time and could not be done in one step. Fang Yuan had already expected this and also did not lack patience. Every set interval of time, he would take the initiative to visit Fang Zheng. In Donghun Palace, he could completely monitor Fang Zheng's every action from far away. The true intention behind Fang Yuan personally arriving was to let Fang Zheng know he had visited. Fang Yuan left the area and entered another prison. Up to this point, Fang Yuan's prisons had already held many prisoners. Other than Mo Yao's fake will and Guyue Fang Zheng, there was Dong Fang Chang Fan's soul, the rank 7 featherman Gu Immortal Zheng Ling's soul, and finally Shua Songzi's soul, which he had captured in the Battle of Langya, Blessed Land, Dong Fang Chang. Fan's soul was already completely searched by Fang Yuan, and the only value it had left was the soul itself. Meanwhile, the souls of Zheng Ling and Shua Songzi still had great value. Over these last days after returning from Langye, Blessed Land, Fang Yuan had been constantly soul-searching these two. The gains were considerable. Large numbers of mortal Gu recipes, many mortal killer moves, some immortal killer moves, a few immortal Gu recipes, as well as secret knowledge, many treasure troves, and clues to inheritances. However, because Zheng Ling was a wind path Gu immortal and Shui Songzi was a snow path Gu immortal, these were not suitable for Fang Yuan's string path or star path. Before Fang Yuan got hold of wind path immortal Gu or snow path immortal Gu, these things could only increase his accumulation and strengthen his foundation. One thing worth noting was that Shui Songzi's soul had been tampered with, and his most recent memories were erased. Thus, Fang Yuan did not know why Shui Songzi and He Cheng were in cahoots with Qin Baisheng. Such a soul path method was extremely profound, making Fang Yuan lost in wonder and unable to do anything. Naturally, the souls of Zheng Ling and Shui Songzi were still not completely searched. The future gains were still unknown variables. As for Langya Land Spirit's reward, it was indeed extremely bountiful. Fang Yuan not only received the previously agreed-upon rank, 6 immortal Gu recipe of all-out effort Gu, moreover under Fang Yuan's persistence, Langya Land Spirit fully imparted the method to relocate a blessed land to Fang Yuan. These were only 2 rewards, but they had extremely huge value to Fang Yuan. There was no need to mention the value of all-out effort Gu's immortal Gu recipe, speaking instead of the method of relocating a blessed land. Whether it be Hu Immortal Blessed Land or Starform Blessed Land, both needed to be moved urgently. But the cost of this method was extraordinary and would inflict huge damage to the blessed land itself, and it required using 12 immortal Gu at the same time. Langya Land Spirit had already prepared to relocate Langya Blessed Land. After the relocation, he would lend these immortal Gu to Fang Yuan, for Fang Yuan to relocate his blessed lands. Naturally, the price of borrowing these Gu was very high.